Hi, I'm James, and today I'm going to look at a game that came out a couple of years ago, Alien: Fate of the Nostromo. Now, it's a bit of an odd one, this, because the film was 1979, and yet we're talking, what, 40 years later, over 40 years, it's actually still popular enough for Ravensburger to actually bring out a game based on it. So, it's an interesting game in that it's actually about the Nostromo. Most games focusing on aliens tend to be more like the sequel, Aliens. You know, you start thinking of things like Space Hulk and so on. But this is, I suppose, a bit of an oddity because it's a horror game where you don't get knocked out. So, looking at what it says here, you've got your various characters, you've got ages 10 plus, so you have the real oddity that you can get players who actually aren't old enough to see the film. Now what I like is you can have 1 to 5 players and it takes 45 to 60 minutes to play. It plays solo. That's always a massive plus for me. So let's actually have a look what we get inside. So I like that touch. As soon as you open the box, Jonesy the ship's cat jumps out and startles you. I'm just waiting for Cubit, the regular fans of the channel will know, likes to get in the video, to see his reaction to this. So this is the board. So the board opens out. It's a nice solid board, and we've got the Nostromo. I like the style. It's very in fitting with the film itself. I like the fact that you've got sort of the static, the lines across on everything, that little bit of interference. It's a nice little touch. It comes in 2 levels and there is a way to move between them. You can go from the equipment store up to the suit storage, and from maintenance up to the docking bay. So you have got 2 levels. It's nice graphics. I do like the design. That does amuse me, Jonesy there. We've got the rule book, not the most massive of rule books, nicely illustrated, pretty clear. 8 pages long, including a page there of optional rules using Ash. So we've got that. Now we've got the actual counters. So I'm just going to try and open this. What I should have done is got something handy to help open it, but you know me and this channel, those who watch it regularly, that's something that I'm very good at forgetting about till I'm halfway through a video. So we've got various counters here. We've got the, once I can get that little bit there, come on. There we go. So we have scrap counters, the countdown timer for the self-destruct, an alien marker that's used to track the morale, and Ash. Bit disappointing that they didn't do Ash as a standalone figure. Would be nice if they did that. I might look around and see if I can find something, even if it's only a 3D print for him. There might well be something in some of the other manufacturers' games. So what have we then got? We've got the encounters, and we've got the equipment. The equipment's being double-sided because some of it is limited use. We've then got plenty of plastic bags. Nice touch, there are actually plastic bags in the game. I do like that touch. You've got your final mission, which is going to be a secret until you get near it. So they're the ways that you actually win the game. We've got the crew cards. Now the crew, it starts with John Hurt's character already dead, because there's the aliens on the board, and Ian Holmes' character has been revealed as an android by this point. So you've got very nicely drawn, I think they're drawings, very, very realistic type drawings of all the different characters, with the number of actions they get, a little bit of detail about them, what their special ability is and their items that they can carry. And on the back they are slightly different, I can see there, so you couldn't tell them apart. It might have been nice to have actually done it so that you couldn't tell them apart and then have a random crew, because you can use it with anywhere between 1 and 5 players. So let's have a look at the actual figures. Let's start with the Xenomorph himself. Really nice figure. I do quite like it. They've captured the proportions nicely. When I was doing a bit of research, I actually found out they actually got somebody who was a student who was actually very oddly proportioned. He's very tall and thin to actually play the Xenomorph. So yeah, that works. Then you've got your actual crew. Quite nicely done. I think these paint it well. I like the bases, nice textured bases, and nice touch, they've actually put the names on. So you've got Dallas, crouched down. We've got Ripley, yeah, quite a nicely done figure. At least they've done her fully clothed rather than sort of half naked as she was at the finale to the film. We've got Parker, and they've really captured, if I put him next to Ripley, they've captured Yaphet Kotto's bulk there really, really well. I do like that. We've got Lambert, yeah. So we've got Lambert. Again, really nice detail. These actually look right. Just spotted she's wearing what appears to be high-heeled boots. I'll have to go back and look at that in the film. And then you've got Brett. Again, I like the poses. They've picked very sort of Brett type pose, that chilled out hand in pocket sort of look. So you got those. We've got 2 stands that are used for the alien and for Ash, and then we've got the cards. So fortunately these have got a nice easy opening thing once you can find where it starts. So much for easy opening. Ho hum, one day I'm going to remember to sort this out before I start filming. So given the size of the box, there's a fair few contents in this. I do like it, that the look of it. The figures are really nice. Whether they would actually be compatible with other games set in the Alien universe, I don't know. I mean, I do have the Alien role-playing game, which is quite nice, if a little bit, what's the word I want, limited in that there's only so much you can do, really, I think, in an Alien universe. So we've got little reference cards for each character, and these basically tell you what you can use to make into the scrap, and it also tells you what you can do with your actions. So I like that. That's everything you need on there. You've got the objective cards. Now the objective cards, you basically have 1 per character plus 1 extra, and they're all references to the film. We'll take our chances in the shuttle, give it a little incentive, shouldn't have landed on this ball, check the hypersleep chamber, where is it, crew meeting, prep the suits, drive them into the airlock, what's the damage, and encounter the nest. And they all tell you what you've got to do. So for example, we'll take our chances in the shuttle. You have to drop 2 coolant canisters in the docking bay. Give it an incentive, you have to bring a cattle prod to the galley, and so on. Then you get the encounter cards. The encounters are basically, as you go around the ship, at the end of your turn you draw a card. So you can actually run into the alien. The alien sort of starts stalking, lost the signal, so the alien suddenly moves back to the nest. You don't know where it is, but you then have to put the concealer encounter tokens in all of the rooms. It can be quiet, but even when it's quiet, the alien is still moving towards you. And these also start talking about how much damage you take morale wise if you do encounter the alien, if it reaches you in that, and some new scrap appears. And I like the touch that you have the alien's tail sort of regularly appearing just sort of in the background on these. Very much a spot what's going off. It's a nice little touch. Also got Order 937, which if you know the film, you'll know what that's all about. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't. Nice little cards. The artwork is nice. They're very simple and functional. And I think they do the job nicely. And even the box has that look of the inside of the ship. It's been well thought out. It looks nice. It represents the film really well, I think. It'll be interesting to see how it plays, particularly, as I say, it plays solo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish that there. What I'll do is have a few playthroughs, and then I'll record some to actually put online. See you for that video. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please click on the like button below so that I know what people like and I know what to make more of. Alternatively, if you've enjoyed it and think you'd like to see more, please click on the subscribe button. That way you get notified by YouTube whenever I bring out a new video. And you never know, there might be something in there that you hadn't considered, because I do cover a variety of things on the channel. And finally, if you have a little bit of cash going, I now have a Patreon account. I'm always looking for patrons, because at the end of the day, let's be perfectly honest, it's a good way for me to get a little bit of money that I'll use to buy review items or to travel to museums and so on. I don't put a huge amount on that. At the minute, all we've got is one tier charging £1 a month, which just, as I said, helps cover my costs. See you soon.